Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.
YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to another day of Gallop Racer 2023. I don't know what episode these numbers are, or what number these episodes are. Either way, so we're back. A lot to get to today. A couple of rider requests I have taken on. September Sky, she'll be up in the grade 3. Spring Mile Cup with Eastside Band should be an easy win for her. New York Derby, I decided to take a ride again with Native Art because last time with her, I finished 3rd. Last defer, she's a closer, 7 to 10 on the dirt. I'm just curious to see if I could continue to hit her goals and if I can actually get a permanent ride with her. She's not super special, but I think if you want a strong miler of a dirt horse that can close as well with a good heart rating and a good ability, I think that'd be kind of fun to experiment with. So, yeah, I am riding her in the New York Derby, over odds goal, and then Red Flower Stakes. We have Eastern Knife, who is our horse, I believe, because I think I was still trying to get Electric Arrow, but Eastern Knife is actually our horse. So that's what we have going on for today. It's the first month of June. And did I say the first month of June? It's the first week in June. Hope you all are doing well. Yes. Tanaka is so annoying. I swear. It's not even a meme at this point. Like, he's literally become one of the most annoying AI characters for me. I mean, Eastside Band is still going to win, but of course he challenges me when he's on a horse with 94 speed and Old Knight. Like, Tanaka, you are so annoying, bro. But I am quite upset. Well, of course you should be. You keep annoying us. It's me, it's Elite, Racing Empire. All of us are dealing with Tanaka issues, and I'm sure it's more of us as well. If I'm leaving you out. Like, dude, go away. Oh my gosh. And he's in this race on Desert Eden, who's the long shot. Yeah, he didn't challenge me in this race, huh? Go figure. What a joke. It's an interesting field. Look at the number 11 horse. Bolero's Gal. She's here. September Sky, our 7-year-old mare. Oldest girl on the field. Second favorite. And here she is. Still fast enough to beat horses at this level, honestly. So let's look at Bolero's Gal. There she is. She's actually the favorite, and she's at her peak. 86 power, 62 stam. I wish I would have found out her speed rating, I guess, before I lost her. Yeah, she was such a weird horse. Like, she's powerful, but I don't know. She had a weird way of running at the front. It wasn't as easy as you may think. So yeah, kind of a bummer we ended up losing her, but especially since she was connected to the Great Bolero. What are you going to do? This race in real life is the Tanabata Show. I believe the Tanabata Show is this grade 3 in real life. Prior affair with the record here. 57 and change. And as always, September Sky, she gets out like a rocket, and we send her straight to the front. Nobody should be contesting us, hopefully. Bolero's Gal might, yeah, she'll probably try, but I'm going to be honest, I kind of want to set the pace here today. Get us started off really nicely with September Sky. September Sky is like the most calm, relaxed version of Awesome Autumn as a front runner. Like, September Sky has never given me a problem running at the front. Awesome Autumn, if she wasn't exactly 100% happy, she would give you a problem. And you see, the thing is, September Sky, despite her not having great stamina, she can still kind of lead like this. And establish herself pretty comfortably. Now, Bolero's Gal may try to challenge us. Stay back there, please. Don't mess up the vibe here. Nice coasting trip with September Sky. This is where she's most comfortable. Leading by quite a margin, but I think as long as I time her right heading into the stretch, she should be okay. I mean, she's a Hall of Famer, so this isn't unlike her to be at this level. She's still coasting. She's still coasting. Now we can send her. Now we can send her on the go. Bolero's gal, she's called it a day. She's dropped way back out of the money. Far long left to go for September Sky. Can she hold on? She's looking strong. This is what our girl can still do as a 7-year-old mare. Close out and win this grade 3. That's all it takes, man. Got close at the end there, and I think just maybe the lack of stamina at that point in the race, yeah, that's what we'll have to watch out for. But ultimately, how I've always won with her, just get her out in front, give yourself enough of a cushion, 2-length buffer heading into the final stretch, coast with her, and then send her on her way. It's going to be really hard for the other horses to catch up to you before you hit the wire, so she gets it done by 3/4 of a length over Familiar Swallow and The Art. Those horses were supposed to finish 7th and 9th. Bolero's gal, the favorite, she finishes in last place. No surprise. That's what I mean. The way she finished in this race is exactly what it felt like racing with her. She's supposed to be this really strong front runner, and it just wasn't working, man. She just always seemed to go backwards. Great win there for September Sky to kick off, and that's another grade 3 added to her portfolio. And I'm not sure if I will race her again. I mean, at this point, she's still winning, so it doesn't make sense for me to not still try to get her wins before I retire her. But either way, she's had a great career. She's a Hall of Famer. She has her grade 1s. There's nothing really for her to prove. I'm just trying to keep her record nice by, I guess, padding some stats a little bit. We move on to the real life Yasuda Shikinen. I believe we've done this before. The Spring Mile Cup. I felt like we did. Maybe we didn't. Eastside Band's up here. She should be the favorite, and she is heavy favorite by a clear margin. There's nobody competitive in this field. Let's look at our super horse of a girl. Eastside Band from Diamond Plan out of Tigress of Stone. Still, I still cannot believe they're not giving me her. I think her last ability is Stretch Burst. Apparently, we haven't been in a situation where I guess she's needed to activate it or has been pushed to activate it. 95 stam. Fast growth type, but she's 4 years old and still going. This is pretty much how her mother Tigress of Stone was. She had what was considered a fast growth type, but she really could still race competitively until she was 5 years old at a very, very high level. So Eastside Band seems to be inheriting that. Gosh, so well balanced, man. I'm so excited for us to use her eventually as a broodmare once we retire her, but she still has a lot to achieve. And I'm in no rush to retire her. I feel like since she's so good of a horse, I have to try to chase as much as I can with her in regards to wins, whatever titles are attainable. Yeah, I mean, and it's so crazy to think the game gave her the 7 to 12 distance range, but she can run 16 and 20, you know, they just gave her 7 to 12, but she can literally still run, you know, almost half that amount more. So interesting stuff there, but keep her on her winning ways. Now, this will get her, this could be her mile champ title, actually. I just looked at my notes, unless she already has it, but I don't think she does. She has 5 wins at a mile. This could be win number 6. This would give her the mile champ title to add to her portfolio. Breaking the record would be kind of cool as well, but I'm not going to get too ahead of myself here. And she doesn't have to get out as the first horse, but she can push. Who is that? Delicate Blues, what are you doing? Go. You know, if I was on any other horse, I'd be so cheesed right now. It's only because I'm on Eastside Band that I'm okay. Which is crazy to think, because this lead is pretty ridiculous. Delicate Blues, like, there's no way you're finishing in the top 5. I'd be shocked. Yeah, I'd be shocked if you finish in the top 5 somehow. Yeah, if I was on any other horse, I'd probably be a little mad right now, because that certainly could have ruined our race. Here we go with Eastside Band. Yep, Delicate Blues called it a day, dropping basically 2 last place, 10-6 fraction for Eastside Band. Absolutely blitzing it here. And she's going to run on to the Spring Mile Cup and her Mile Cup championship. She gets it done. And seriously, that was running a crazy pace at the front because of absolutely just gooftified, bona fide clown in Delicate Blues and that jockey. I guarantee you they finished in last or second to last. Let's check. Oh, look at that. They finished in last place. So you set a crazy pace like that, at least in the beginning of the race. We have to contend with that with Eastside Band. And because she's such a super horse, she can still get that done. And that's what obviously makes her what she is. Can run with that pace, still win by 2.5 lengths, and make it clear. They give us B position, even though we were leading the whole race once we got past Delicate Blues. But that should be the Mile Champ title. We should see that celebration once we get through this week. But that was her 6th win at a mile. So Eastside Band continuing to do great things. Native Art New York Derby, aka the Belmont Stakes, is here. And Native Art, I ran with her last time out, finished 3rd when we were supposed to finish 6th. So, looking like a similar situation here today. It'd be awesome if I could sneak in and win, but these are some tough horses that I don't think she's better than. But I guess everything would have to go right for us to win. It's field of 12 here for the Belmont Stakes, running 12 furlongs. She is a closer. And here she is, light on her. This here is Native Art. She's fast, she's got the heart. So last to first certainly can make it work, but I'm just curious if I can continue to do well with her, if I'll be rewarded or if she'll just disappear at some point. But there's no pressure, like over odds goals, we just have to finish 6th or better. So I think she's fast enough to finish in the top 5. I just have to keep her in the right spot for most of the race, make sure she's not overworking herself, and she'll be fine. I'm surprised. I think based off of her speed alone, she should at least be given kind of a 4th projection instead of 6th, but it's fine. In the Blue Gates here at Belmont, and we are underway in the Belmont Stakes. It's a clean start by the field. 12 horse, that's going to be Rapid Unicorn going for the front. Trying to slow down Native Art here as she tries not to run into any horses to the inside of her. Now we can kind of get her back up to speed. I was kind of surprised at the lack of speed there when we were out. I was expecting the rest of the field to kind of rush towards the front once we broke, but they all just kind of just stayed where they were, which is unusual. So we ended up staying further out there than I wanted to with our girl, but we're where we need to be. So I don't know if the inside is open. It's kind of hard to tell. It doesn't look like it's open all the way up. So I'm going to keep Native Art at the front here, and then eventually probably going to move her to the outside. Or I could take a chance. Maybe I'll take a chance, stay patient, hope that some space clears up down there on the rail. But she's really not that strong to run on the outside, so I'm probably going to have to actually keep her to the inside. Okay, so a pretty moderate pace, which is what I expected. Let's move her a little bit closer to the front here. Keep her inside, wait to see what happens. I know it's a long 3 furlongs, so there is space, so thank goodness I kind of kept her here. She's got a little bit of a late start, but let's just see how much ground we can make up. She has 80 speed, so I'm trying to lean on that and hope she can run some horses down at the end here. But man, it's a long way to go. She's still rolling. We're not even top 6 though. Yeah, tough race. Man, oh man. She's going to finish 7th, so I wonder if I could have benefited by having her much closer with the leaders in the front. Like, would she have stayed more competitive? She tried, but ultimately, probably wasn't the best stretch run for her. Probably should have had her in a better position, closer to the leaders, and especially to take advantage of that last to first. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've been on a dirt horse in that race where I could feel the difference of not having, quite that power to send yourself to the front pretty quickly. Yeah, again, definitely could have been a better run second time out. Yeah, she has speed in there, but those other horses were also just as good, if not better. They were clearly better, so trying to actually catch them with her speed still at 80, that was still going to be a hard task. Certainly had to get her ahead of the field. We're moving on to the Red Flower Stakes. This is the Coronation Cup. So Native Art gets 7th there. We're up here with Eastern Knife. And he's the favorite, as he should be. Legal Station, the only horse I'd be worried about. Everybody else is probably not at their peak, I assume, or they're past their prime. Can I check that? We can. So Corolla, you're at your peak. You are to your past. I was going to say, Deep Pageant's a decent horse. Whatever his actual ranking is, I think he's S in this game. Or maybe he's A or S, but he's past his prime. Happy Arrow is past his prime. Slow. Gosh, this horse would be so much better if he at least had 75 speed. This would be a really nice stud. 11 to 20 furlongs. Mid-leg type with the turf preference. From outside on Like's pack. Dude, Happy Arrow. Where have you... Oh, man. I really wish I could find that horse somewhere. Can knock the speed out of there, man. Just take one of your really fast original mares or in-game mares that has like 97, 98 speed, something like that. Double S for sure. Hopefully you get a horse that gets the benefit of that and the rest of Happy Arrow stats. That dude would be an awesome long distance endurance stud. You would create an awesome pedigree for that. Here though in the Coronation Cup, Butterfly Effect, she has the record. What will Eastern Knife be able to do? We're off. It's a good start for Eastern Knife. We're going to have to run downhill and weather the storm. Unfortunately, I don't have to worry about contending for the lead, so I feel like a lot of our races, we're either on front runners or closers. We have some proceeders and not a whole lot of mid type of horses. Who's that leading at the front? Is that Legal Station? No, Deep Pageant. Yeah, I was going to say, that horse is decent when he's at his peak. Shame he's not right now. Eastern Knife, though, handling the terrain like a champ. I'm not feeling any resistance from him. If anything, he wants to go faster. I'm trying to just keep him a little behaved back here. Like, we could be running side by side with Deep Pageant. I don't feel like we need to. I feel we can take advantage of just kind of coasting back here. 6.5 furlongs left to go, and Eastern Knife is a horse that I picked up just for the simple fact of his obvious stats, which are most of them that are really well. He has abilities you can rely on. Overall, just very well packaged horse. Like, you're going to get good horses with him as long as you use the right broodmare. So he's certainly worth it in that regards. That took quite a bit of wrestling to get him settled down here as we hit the hill. These people are going. That's fine. Now we'll kick into gear. Now we'll kick into gear. Come on, Easter Knife. Run him down, brother. Easter Knife is going to show his might here. Is that Legal Station still up there? That is. No, Strong Cloud. Wow. What a fight from Strong Cloud, holding on to the end. But this is what makes Easter Knife great. Pulls away. And could have continued to run for another 2 furlongs at that rate, probably. That's what I mean. You can't go wrong having Easter Knife around, man. Such a strong horse, such a strong dude. And that is going to be another grade 1 victory there for Eastern Knife. So strong, man. So strong. So gutsy. Like, he's going to fight back every time. Like, you really don't have to be in doubt. It's another win at 12. He's approaching a Longchamp title here pretty soon. So that's pretty cool. Wins it by 2 lengths over Strong Cloud. Was never in doubt. Head to head and smokes it. Really, really fun horse to run with, man, once you hit the stretch. Eastern Knife knows how to dig in, and he just keeps on rolling, man. So, outside of Native Art, good week. That's fine. It's a little bit of me not having her in the right place. Did Eastside Band already get a Mile Champ title? Maybe she already has one, I thought. No. Well, certainly that was her 8th win at a mile, but I guess not. I just counted 5. Okay, maybe okay, well, clearly she needs one more, so whatever. So whenever the next mile is, just trying to secure that title for her. She could run in these GWS races, but what's the point? Like, she's already... I mean, she could win the turf. Am I a fool for not putting her in the turf? I probably am, right? The only thing I don't know about her winning is the dirt. Like, if I were to try to get her to, like, sweep the GWS, like, as great as she is, could she win the dirt next year as a 5-year-old? I'd regret it if I put her on a dirt campaign and she just couldn't quite have the same results. So you know what? Screw it. I'm tossing her in this Queen Mile. Yeah, she's going to run back-to-back, but she can run that, and then she'll have some time off until whenever we have to run her again. So she's at the prime of her career, man. She's still strong. She can handle another grade 1, and then she'll get some well-deserved time off. So we'll have her competing next in that race. Who else? September Sky. Wow, she was actually on a slumper. I didn't realize I lost the last 2 races. I remember that China Sprint. I did terrible with her at that race. Just think the distance was too small. And then that grade 3 I somehow botched. So that was actually a good win. To think, if I lost that, I actually could have lost her, and I didn't even think to save, or well, I would have had to redo 4 races. So thank goodness. I probably 20 wins and 30 starts, 13 grade 1s. As fun as it's been, she's going to be 8 years old next year. Like, I think she's done enough. I've raced her long enough. Gosh, I think I've raced her for 5 years. That's crazy. It doesn't really feel like it. Like, I've been racing her since she was 2. She's been one of our horses on track since she was 2 years old. I cannot believe she's 7 now. That is, wow. And she's only raced 30 times, so clearly I didn't race her a lot, which I think helped her stay very consistent, and why it was easy for her to get 13 grade 1s. So I would retire her now, but all of our broodmares in the barn are half foals. They have conceived, so I have to wait till next year's breeding to move half of them out. 4 of them are going to stay because they're recently, they were just recently placed back there. But 4 of those broodmares that have foals now, once they give birth in next year's breeding season, I will be moving them out. So September Sky will be there to replace one of the spots. I got to be honest, I don't really want to race her again. I love racing with her, but she's almost 8. There's honestly nothing to prove. Unfortunately, though, I can't even wait until March. Ideally, I would just wait till like March or something. That way I don't actually have to race her, and then I can retire her. Apparently, she's still competitive enough where she doesn't want to wait that long without racing. She's almost 8. Talk about a true warrior, man. So I'm going to give her a layoff just to make sure that hopefully maybe the next race can actually be her last, since I can't go all the way till next year. I want her in a grade 2. I'm really not trying to have her do all that. I just don't feel like that's necessary. I don't know if a mile would be too hard for her, or she'd be better off running the 10. I'm going to run her at a mile. September 8th. She'll have a little bit of a handicap, but that's fine. I'm not really worried about that. Who else do we race with? Eastern Knife. Congratulations to you, good sir. Gosh, Eastern Knife is really solid, man. 10 to 16 furlongs. You can run him as a procedure or drop him back into the mid of the pack. He's not that fast, but with 88 stamina, 74 power, 96 heart, 90, or 92 heart, 96 feel, that I think adds to his lack of speed. 88 stamina means he's really not getting tired in the stretch, and you saw that in his last race. He just kept going and going and going, so that's what he makes up for. Only thing I don't like that he has here is loses will, but all of those abilities on horses are going to be great. Grit, toughness, pack passer, dominator, slow track, rough track, and impost okay. This guy can run on any surface, and he's not going to be bothered. Whether it's slow, hard to run on or not, he can run in back-to-back races, back-to-back grade 1s. And whether he starts on the outside or not, doesn't bother him either. So really solid stuff here for Eastern Knife. 10 wins out of 12 starts, 5 grade 1s. So, I think about it. That was a win at 12. So I believe I'm going for a Longchamp title with him. I think that I did confirm that. So 4 more to go at 12. Diamond Cup. I suppose he's the best one to run in that. I'm not sure who else I was going to put. Eastside Band is going to be ready again. It's so weird for me to think about putting all of my horses in the GWS, but it makes the most sense because what I've always done up until like this last year or two, I've always just had one horse chase each title, and sometimes they don't win it, and then I regret it because I'm like, why didn't I still have like another horse in there? It's just like whoever ends up having the most points at the end is obviously going to win, even if it's not a lot of points. If I'm putting all of my horses in each GWS race, obviously we're taking away from the pool of total points that can be accumulated on one horse winning all the time. So instead of winning the tournament with like 50 points, in the lead, we may only win with like 24 or 32, something lower on that end. He'll have a handicap. I don't really care. I think that's a race we got to win with Eastern Knife. He's hot right now. And since he's doing so well and he's so consistent, I haven't finished worse than second with him. I need to keep him on this streak. Whoever ends up winning that turf title, it'll be good for us regardless. I'm realizing I'm not going to get so fixated on just trying to chase very specific titles with horses unless they have to. Now, a dirt horse that's only a dirt horse obviously has to chase titles on the dirt. That's like the only exception. Any other horse that can run on the turf, I'm going to try not to obsess over it. Okay, so I think I have everybody in a race. September Sky, have her in the H there. The grade 3 side bands and the Queen Mile, and then Eastern Knife we just put in the Diamond Cup. 5 races up today. I'm still looking for horses. Moonsinger, I'm letting her go. I'm not racing her in this grade 3, so the AI will be racing with her from this point onward, and eventually I'm assuming they'll take the horse away from me and give me some stupid message about, falling off your game here, and something absolutely ridiculous. Stately Ending, 3-year-old filly. 8 to 11 furlongs, okay on the turf, great on the dirt, 70 speed, still a year away from her peak, sustained growth type, she's not going to have a major drop off. Very, very, very average last corner leader. I've seen some people use her in some forums, and they use her with really strong studs. Excuse me. So she's definitely not a broodmare you just kind of use with anybody. I mean, you have to use her with a really strong double S. And she doesn't have like a bad stat. They're not great, but she's only A rank. So 45 is about the lowest. That's not terrible as a ceiling or as a base level. Kyoto Oaks, 10.5 on the dirt. I know I should not be. This is why I'm taking forever to progress. I'm so curious with so many of these horses I've never raced with. I'm just trying to see if I can find a gem. That definitely happens. But you won't know unless you try riding with certain horses. Roman Speaker. But so many of them are not at their peaks, so unless I really was going to commit to them, kind of feels it's probably not worth it right now. Vital Garnet. Interesting dude. Terrible power rating. I hate that. Good on the turf, great on the dirt. 7 to 11 per seater. Doesn't really have a drop off, but this is essentially him at his best. Only his Dominator. Yeah. There's just like no, I mean, once all the new 2-year-olds come in, it's going to be really interesting. Gosh, they're going to be here next month. The 2-year-olds are going to be here next month. That's crazy, man. That is very, very, wait, I have 5 races. Who did I leave out here? Oh, Eastside Band, the Queen Mile. Duh. All right, let's rock and roll, peeps. Oh, Collins, shut up, man. Go away, please and thank you. Collins is pretty annoying for me as well. Not as annoying as Tanaka because he doesn't come around as much, but still. And like, he doesn't usually win races. Like, Tanaka's annoying because he's annoying and he also wins races, which makes him even more annoying. And depending on where you're at in the game, he can sometimes take your rides on better horses. Yeah, he comes in and just steals them away. So Tanaka's definitely an expert at being super passive aggressive for sure. We're up here with Irish Hill. This is 3-year-old colt I have picked up in the market, running 10.5 in an open here. He still has a year until he's at his best. He's not going to be super great. I think he's only like C ranked. So
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.